Hi guys, I hope that you're having a fabulous day. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share my most used bags of 2023. So I hope that you enjoy it. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So I filmed this video earlier this year and I had shared the bags that I'd used the most up until that point. And I was really curious to see if those bags would change over the course of the year. And I'm happy to say that many of those bags made it to this video. And I love doing these end of the year type of things, because it really helps me to pinpoint what works out for me, what doesn't work out for me, what I end up gravitating towards, and just if my taste ends up evolving or if it ends up changing, you know? So it's really nice to look back and see, oh, I didn't think that I used this bag as much as I did, but I did, you know? And I usually keep like a little diary, not a diary, but like on my agenda, I have a little spot where I put the bag that I'm using for the day. And it was really nice to see, again, that many of those bags that I talked about earlier in the year made it to this video. And if you guys want to check out that video, I will link it down below. All right, so these handbags are going to be in no particular order. All right, first up is this beauty, which is the Gucci Oidia small shoulder bag in the brown canvas with a gold hardware. So this bad boy was in constant rotation all year long. I used it for everything and anything. I used it to run errands. I used it for a quick weekend getaway. I used it just to go shopping, and if I wanted something that was a little bit smaller, something that wasn't too big, especially in the summertime, because here in the summertime it gets nasty, it gets really muggy, and sometimes I don't want to go for a big old bag, even though I love big old bags. But this was great because it doesn't generate that heat in this area or anything like that, but you name it, I use this bag. And what I really love about it is that not only is it very carefree, I didn't have to worry if it was raining or any type of environment that I was in, I didn't have to worry. But I also love this canvas because it is ridiculously durable. I mean, there were times when I was out shopping. I ended up rubbing up against a brick wall, and I thought for sure I ended up scratching this, or like there was going to be this gnarly thing. Like it wasn't like just a little brush. No. Like it was a full on, you can hear the on the brick wall. Nothing happened to this bag. Nothing. It still looks like the day that I got it. It's crazy. So durability is amazing. Now it is smaller, but even though it's small, it packs a punch. It fits all my crap in here, no problem. And I love that. Now this bag to me looks very similar, and I talked about this earlier, but it looks very similar to the Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoire, with the biggest difference that the Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoire definitely has a lot more versatility because you can remove the strap. So if you wanted to use it as a longer crossbody, you can, or if you wanted to use it as a clutch, you can. So you have a lot more play with that. Versus this one, you can't remove the strap. Yeah, it has adjustments, but it's also not like crazy generous either. And even with that said, I still end up gravitating towards this one a lot more, which to me is a little bit crazy, again, because that one has so much more versatility. But I love it. I think it's great. It's very comfortable. I can use it for extended periods of time. It doesn't feel like it's too tight on my arm if I'm wearing like a light jacket or if I have a sweater or anything like that. It's one of those bags that's just easy, grab and go, don't think about it, super carefree, fits all the bare essentials and then some with ease. So I love it. I absolutely love this little bag. And I know that they have others on the Gucci website or at the store, or the same Oidia, but it has two different straps, and those straps are removable. It comes with a web strap, the thicker one, and then it also comes with a chain strap, and that chain strap is absolutely gorgeous, and that one definitely has a lot more versatility, but I think it's also like $500 more than this one. But either way, this guy, it doesn't have a crazy price point, and it's just, I don't know, man, but I freaking love this bag. I think it is amazing. Moving on to this beauty. This is Dorothy, also known as the Fendi baguette in the red sequins with the gold hardware. So one thing to know about me, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, I'm a plain Jane, all right? I don't have a luxurious lifestyle. I don't have an extravagant lifestyle either. I just happen to love bags. And I'm the type of person that I don't dress to the nines when I wear like a fancy bag. I like to dress down bags all the time because I'm a very, very casual dresser. And I don't think that there has to be a specific specific occasion to wear a bag like this. So I have rocked this bag to the post office, all right? If I'm gonna go get groceries, if I'm gonna go out shopping, it does not matter, because to me, using it in my everyday scenarios is what I love the most about it, you know, because I wear the bag doesn't wear me. I know that a lot of people disagree with that, but to each their own. But yeah, I mean, Target, here I come. I don't care. I will rock my bags anywhere. And like I said, if you're gonna do like a really quick trip to the post office, or if you're gonna go to the supermarket or what have you, use the bags. You don't have to dress to the nines. You don't have to be going somewhere special to use a bag like this. Like, no, I use this and it makes me insanely happy because the color, I mean, it's sparkly, it is right up my alley. But besides that, this is a fantastic bag. It is so insanely versatile. It does come with two different straps, the smaller shoulder strap, and it also comes with a longer strap that I don't use. I end up using it like so, but I mean, it fits everything that I need and then some. I currently do have an organizer in here, and the only reason I got an organizer for it is because when I do fill it up, this guy tends to get very slouchy, and I thought that maybe I'd be able to have it last a little bit longer if it didn't crease so much when it is, you know, when it's completely full, because it has a tendency to kind of do that. So I was like, you know what, maybe for preventative measures, this will end up helping me out, and it definitely has. But yeah, I mean, it fits everything. It's so comfortable. Don't get me wrong. I love the slouch that it gets when it is fully loaded. There's just something about this bag. And if I'm having like a really crappy day and I go for it, it instantly puts me in a better mood. It puts a pep in my step. I don't know, but all year long, all year long, I busted this bad boy out. And I think it's great. A red bag. I mean, I know that some people have asked me like how I end up incorporating a red bag into my wardrobe. Again, I'm a very casual dresser, so I wear a lot of denim. I wear a lot of, you know, plain tees or plain blouses. So I don't really clash with anything that I'm wearing because I wear a lot of solids. But yeah, t-shirt and jeans, no problem. No problem. But this bag is fantastic, and I am so happy that I was able to add it to my collection, and I'm even happier that I am enjoying the crap out of it too, because that is what it's all about when it comes to bags, right? Onto this beauty, which is the Louis Vuitton side trunk in the monogram canvas. I know, all right? I know I have been giving you guys an earful on this handbag all year long. I've done updates on it. I think I even did a what's in my bag on it. I don't know, but I cannot seem to get enough of this beautiful bag. I can't. I end up gravitating towards it constantly. I mean, the moment I put it away and I'm gonna switch into another bag, I wanna go right back into it. And I'm the type of person that I have a tendency to switch out my bag daily. But with this one, I wanna hold on to it just a little bit longer and a little bit longer, but I am crazy about it. I love the details that it has. And what I really love about this bag is something that I mentioned in a previous video. This bag made me fall in love with the brand all over again, because I really have a love-hate relationship with Louis Vuitton. I have for years. You guys know that if you've been watching my channel for a while. But yeah, this bag made me fall back in love with the brand, because to me, it just exudes those old school Louis Vuitton vibes that I absolutely love. And those same vibes are the reason why I fell in love with the brand in the first place. So this to me is just like, this is perfection. I love the bells and whistles. It's very busy, even though I'm not one for busy bags, but yeah, it is stunning. It's a great grab and go. It's very comfortable. It does come with a removable, adjustable strap that you can use for crossbody. I don't really end up using this strap. I'm not too fond of it. I mostly end up using it with this guy, or sometimes if I want a little bit more length, I end up going for a chain. But I love that this is removable as well. So if I wanted to use it as a clutch, I have that option. I just think that it has a lot of versatility, and it's not a pain in the butt to get in and out of either. This zipper doesn't scratch my hand. I can easily fit all of my daily essentials and then some. I've been able to fit some medium SLGs in here. The larger SLGs you can fit in here, but sometimes you have to put them in an angle, and to me that makes it a little bit fussy. So I really end up maximizing my space with this one the most with the smaller SLGs. But I'm crazy about it. I'm not careful with it. I don't baby it. I don't baby any of these bags. And it already has a little bit of wear on the hardware, which you guys have heard me say over and over again. I can't wait because I want it to tell a story. I want it to have character. I don't want it to be cookie cutter. And the more wear that it has, the more wear that it acquires, the happier it makes me. I know that might seem a little kind of like, what the hell are you talking about? But to me, it just makes me feel like I am enjoying the crap out of this one too, you know? But I love it. It's great. Very, very comfortable. And this strap is, I mean, it doesn't dig into my skin either. Like I said, I do end up using a chain sometimes when I want that longer strap or that longer length. But this guy isn't uncomfortable, and when it's fully loaded, it is a little bit heavy, not gonna lie, because it does have quite a bit of hardware, but it's not like, oh my gosh, this bag is like insanely heavy. Definitely not. But I'm crazy about it. Absolutely crazy about the side trunk, and I can't wait till next year because they are releasing it in Damier Azur. You guys heard me say that before. They're releasing it in Damier Azur, and I think that in Damier Azur, it's gonna be like magical because even though I love Monogram, I love Damier Azur even more. And I think that bag will look just, I don't even know. I can't even wait to see it in my hot little hands because I think it's gonna be beyond fabulous. But anyways, that's just me. Moving on to Madame Morticia, also known as the Loewe small puzzle bag in the shiny black calfskin with the matte black hardware and some shiny gold hardware. So you guys have often heard me say that I feel like Billy Badass when I use this bag. As ridiculous as that sounds, just bear with me, as ridiculous as that sounds, that is why this is one of my most used bags this year. Kind of like the Fendi baguette, it puts an extra pep in my step, but it also makes me feel like, I don't know, it makes me feel like I can take on the world. Again, as ridiculous as that sounds, but that is 100% how it makes me feel. Do you guys have a bag that makes you feel that way? If you do, let me know in the comment section down below. But I am crazy about the puzzle bags. I think that they are all fabulous. Whether you go for the small, if you go for the medium, if you go for the mini, they are all fantastic bags. And Loewe has quickly become one of my favorite fashion houses, not only because I think that they have some pretty interesting silhouettes, but I also think that they have amazing craftsmanship, and their leather is beyond words. Now with the shiny black calfskin, this one, to me, at least in my opinion, it's not as durable as some of their pebbled leather, because their pebbled leather I think can take scratches a little bit better. This one, you would be able to buff them out, but there are instances where you might end up seeing those scratches anyways. I do have some scratches on the back side. I also have some scratches on the side. I don't baby this bag either. It has seen some things. There have been some scratches that I've been able to buff out. This size is perfect. I can carry everything that I need and then some. I don't find the opening to be fussy whatsoever. One thing to note though, sometimes, don't be like me, sometimes because it has kind of like that so black thing on the exterior, I want to go for all black SLGs, which isn't the smartest thing to do. Because it does have this beautiful black lining. But if you pair this beautiful black lining with all black SLGs, you're going to spend a little bit more time trying to find those SLGs. So just word to the wise, if you decide to kind of match the exterior to the, or match the interior to the exterior, it might take you a little bit more time to find your items. But besides that, it's not, you know, it's not a pain in the butt to get in and out of this bag at all. It does come with this fugly strap, which I don't like. Some people have said it's comfortable. I don't like it. It's the whole one size fits all. Thank goodness you can remove it. But for me, I did end up pairing it with this donut chain. This donut chain is also from Loewe. Unfortunately, it does not come with the bag, so it was a separate purchase, but I love the way that this looks. I don't use this as a shoulder chain. This is purely decorative. I use this bag as a hand carry bag on the crook of my arm, and like I said before, it was in constant rotation this year. You know, if I was wearing all black, if I wanted to have a pop of black and I was wearing lighter colors, I would go for this bag, but this is perfect for running errands, for every day. I mean, it just, I don't know, but you can probably tell by the stupid grin on my face how this handbag makes me feel, but I think it is absolutely fantastic. And truth be told, I would love to add more puzzle bags to my collection, but I think that they're absolutely fabulous. And even though this brand has started to gain even more popularity over the last year, I still don't think that it gets the credit that it deserves, because I really feel, I truly wholeheartedly feel that their craftsmanship often rivals, if not surpasses, some of the more expensive fashion houses out there. But Loewe has absolutely stolen my heart. Next is the Chanel Mini Rectangular in the pink lambskin with the silver hardware. So when I wasn't going for a pop of red, I wanted to go for a pop of pink, and this fit the bill. I love this shade of pink. I used it so much this year, especially during spring and summer. But the reason I like this pink so much is because it's not like a baby pink, and it's not like this super neon fluorescent pink either. To me, this is like the perfect Barbie pink, you know? And I think it's great. I especially love the fact that it's paired with the silver hardware, and that's another reason why I ended up using it so much, because most of my handbags that aren't neutrals, most of the colors that I have do have the champagne gold hardware or the gold hardware. So this one, because it has that silver hardware, to me it makes it just a tad more, just a tiny bit, a teeny tiny bit more casual. And whenever I do use it, I love to pair this with denim, because I'm in denim like 99.9% of the time, and just a white tee. And I love the way that it looks, you know, paired with like white Chuck Taylors. I love that entire outfit. So this was in constant rotation. Not to mention that this size, even though it is the mini rectangular, it fits a lot more than you might think, because in here I've been able to carry easily 5 or 6 SLGs, of course, if I want to maximize my space. I do end up going for more compact SLGs, but it fits everything that I need in here. And the craziest thing about this handbag being on this list is that usually when I end up using this handbag, I use it as a crossbody bag. And you guys know that for me, crossbody bags isn't like a make it or break it when it comes to handbags. It's something that I appreciate, but more often than not, I end up using either a tote or a hand carry bag around the crook of my arm. But with this one, I solely end up using it as a crossbody bag. I know that you can end up kind of making a little knot on here and using it as a shorter shoulder bag. You can also use it as a longer shoulder bag, but I really like this length as a crossbody bag on me. It fits perfectly, it hits right at my hip, and it's also very comfortable to use. I've had zero issues with color transfer. With this one, I am just a little bit more mindful about wearing, you know, all black, so that's why I often end up going for just denim and a white tee or just a really light top. This lambskin has been holding up fabulously, and I promise you, Chanel's lambskin isn't as delicate, at least as I once thought, because back in the day I was like, dude, stay away from lambskin. I heard so many horror stories. I thought that if you get a scratch on here, this bag was done with, you'd never be able to wear it again, and that's definitely not the case. Yeah, you can get scratches on them. It's not as durable as caviar leather, but if you do get a scratch, you can just usually end up buffing them out with your fingertips. Some people do end up using conditioner on here to buff out those scratches as well. And then the handbag is good as new, you know what I mean? But I do think it's a great material. And even though I am a sucker for caviar, I absolutely love Chanel's lambskin. And you might even go as far as saying that I prefer Chanel's lambskin to their caviar. Even though their caviar is insanely durable, there is something about their lambskin that I am just completely like gaga for, because I think it's fabulous. But as far as this handbag goes, like I said, I used it so much for running errands. And if I wanted that pop of color, this was it. And the silver hardware just gave it that extra little casual feel that I definitely have in my wardrobe. So the Chanel Rectangular Mini. Okay, on to the Fendigraphy in the small size in the black leather with the gold hardware. So this handbag, you know, for the longest time, I would swear off crescent bags or this style of bag because I had a crescent bag back in the day. It didn't work out for me, and I decided to give it another go with this handbag, and I'm so happy that I did. It has been in constant rotation, and I promise you I will never judge a crescent bag ever again. I will never ever judge them ever again because I think that they are amazing, at least this one. But I am crazy about it. When I tell you I couldn't put this bag down, I cannot put this bag down. There is something about it. It's very simple, but at the same time, it's very gaudy because you have this fabulous, ginormous Fendi on the bottom. You guys know how I feel about this. Even though I do appreciate simple bags, and I'm not really one to go for a handbag that has too many bells and whistles. This has the bells and whistles that I need. You know what I mean? I need that extra oomph. I need that extra, dude, I am here. This is this bag. It is amazing. I love this size. It's not too small. It fits a crazy amount of items. I believe I did a what's in my bag on this handbag as well. But it fits a crazy amount of items. And I'm happy to say that your stuff doesn't gravitate towards the middle. Usually with some crescent bags, it has a tendency to do that, but there's something about this silhouette that everything stays in place. It doesn't just go in here, which I really like, but it is so easy to use. It is so comfortable. This strap is removable. It is also adjustable. Now I did add what is this called? The Fendi o'clock. I think it's called the Fendi o'clock or the eye strap. I don't remember the name of the strap, to be completely honest with you, but I bought this strap to go with it just because I love the way that this looks. So there have been times that I have taken off this strap and I'll use this not as a shoulder bag, but I'll use it kind of like a hand carry bag like this. And I love that little sound. I don't know what it is about the sound, right? But I love the way that it does that. But usually I do end up using it like so, whether it's as a hand carry bag on the crook of my arm or as a shoulder bag. It has a pretty good strap drop, so it doesn't end up hitting right underneath my arm, whether I'm wearing a sweater or a jacket. But this was like one of my go-to everyday, don't think about it, very comfortable type of bags. And this zipper is insanely smooth. And look at that. It's also very generous. Like I said, you can fit a crazy amount of items in here. And I have had zero issues with this leather. There have been times that I've kind of scratched it with my fingernails and I don't see a single scratch in place. Do you? I don't. But yeah, it's been holding up amazingly well. I have thought about going for this in the mini, in the fabric, just because I really like the way that the fabric looks. But yeah, I think that these are great little bags. And unfortunately, it doesn't get the credit that it deserves, although I can understand why, because some people don't want this in your face. Like, I know that some people are like, dude, that's a little too loud, but yours truly, as loud as I get, this is what I need. But this is an awesome bag. And like I said before, I will never ever judge a crescent bag. You know, again, I won't do that because I have fallen madly in love with this style and it's just easy to use. And even though this is pretty heavy because you do have this heavy hardware down below, it doesn't feel like it's uncomfortable. It doesn't feel like it's weighing down your shoulder, even with all your stuff in here. Even if you have it packed to the brim, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. And I also like that this strap, even though it is a little bit skinnier, it does not roll off of my shoulder, because it drives me nuts when I have this fabulous bag and it constantly does this. Like, I don't have time for that and I have to hold the bag. No, dude, I need both hands. I need to be, you know, moving around, touching things. I need to be hands-free. But yeah, so this guy, amazing, amazing, amazing bag. All right, my friends, we have made it to the end. And the last of my most used bags this year is the Marc Jacobs, the tote bag in the mini size in the white leather or the color cotton with the silver hardware. So as you guys have heard me say earlier this year, as well as in one of my last videos, this is the little white bag I never knew I needed. I am constantly going for this handbag. Even though I love the white handbags that I have in my collection, there is something about this, and it could be because it does have the silver hardware, that I end up just gravitating towards it all the time. I also love this silhouette. It's very simple. It's very easy for me to carry everything that I need. I don't use the zipper that it has, but I love how open it is. I love that it's a little tiny tote without it feeling like it's a little baby tote either. You know what I mean? This also packs a punch. Now with this one, it does come with a removable adjustable strap. I don't really use that strap at all. I usually end up going for this chain because I love the way that it looks. There's something about chains, and this with this bag is a match made in heaven. So this one, kind of like the mini rectangular, I also end up mostly using as a crossbody bag. But still, in general, you guys know how I feel about these bags. I'm not going to give you an earful. And I love this shade of white as well because it's not like a bright, bright white. It's not stark white. It's not like Tic Tac white. It's kind of like a slightly grayish white, a little bit more muted. And when you have that with the silver hardware, I think it makes for a fabulous combination. But I mean, I have used it to death for running errands. This is fabulous. And I'll be quite honest with you, there are days when I don't want to carry a luxury bag. Don't get me wrong, I love luxury bags. I think that they're fabulous. But there are some days when I'm like, dude, I don't want to carry luxury. I want something a little bit more contemporary, but I also want something that has fantastic quality. This is it. And it's in this beautiful shade of white as well. You know, but the craftsmanship, you guys have heard me talk about it a million times, so I'm not going to get into it. These are just great little bags. And again, this size has been working out fabulously for my lifestyle. I still love the medium and I still love the small, but there's something about this that ends up just really working out for what I need, at least for right now. I also haven't had any issues with color transfer. I have not babied this whatsoever. And with this, I have worn black denim. I have worn black tees, and I don't have any color transfer. Nothing. It's still holding up insanely well. I have scratched the crap out of it. Sometimes I've set it down on concrete and nothing. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this bag. So when I tell you that this craftsmanship and their durability is amazing, I promise you it is amazing. So these little bags are going to be the death of me. But anyways, that does it for this video. Did any of these handbags surprise you as far as my most used this year? Let me know in the comment section down below. And I would also like to know, what were your most used bags this year? Let us know in the comment section down below. But that does it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was able to give you a little bit more information on these handbags, especially if you're looking to add them to your collection. But I love you guys to the moon and back, and I will see you in my next one. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day.